Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cafe Disco podcast. I'm your host, Nozama. I'm joined by my co-hosts, Chad and Mike.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. So, last week, Mike, you had us pick our top 5 favorite childhood films. I kind of want to pick it back off that, but this time with comics and superhero films. I want you guys to name me like your top 5 favorite iconic / comic book films and why.
Me first?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, all right. Top 5. Dark Knight number 1, obviously, by far. Then I would say probably Dark Knight Rises. All right, hold on now. Dark Knight Rises, number 2. Number 3, I'd probably give it to Winter Soldier. Number 4, I'd give it to Batman Begins. And 5.
It's simple. Kill the Batman.
And
really?
5.
All 3 of them are in your top 5?
Yeah. We're talking about comic book movies, yeah. Yeah, it's not even a contest. And then number 5, I don't know, Civil War, maybe. That'd be my 5.
Iron Man 1.
Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3.
No, Iron Man 1. Avengers 1. The Dark Knight. I'll put the Dark Knight in there. I'm not going to put any of the other ones in there.
Is this an order from 1 to 5?
No, this is no particular,
order.
order.
Oh, okay.
What, I got 2 more, right?
Yeah, that's 3.
The Amazing Spider-Man 1. And Shazam.
Shazam's up?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Shazam is it's probably right outside my top 5.
Are we doing our worst one now or no?
Nah,
Okay.
I'll just give you guys my top 5.
All right, go ahead.
5, Spider-Man 2 with Toby. So, yeah. And
Toby.
Iron Man 1 is my number 4. Number 3 is Logan.
Oh, I forgot about Logan.
Yeah. Number 2, Dark Knight. And number 1 is the first Avengers. So, yeah. Now,
First Avengers is great.
it's the best one.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
I liked Civil War though. That was pretty much an Avengers movie. Although they didn't call it Avengers.
No. I wasn't big on Civil War.
No?
No.
I like the whole storyline with Bucky and Tony Stark's parents and everything.
Civil was good, but
Of course I would like that side of it though. Yeah.
You notice the Endgame wasn't in any. Well, you haven't seen it, but
No.
Oh, yeah.
Infinity War's not even on my radar.
That's a terrible.
So, and I haven't seen Endgame still.
Yeah. Did he really put all 3 Batmans in there?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you would call a Christopher Nolan.
That's what you would call somebody that knows good film.
What's the other douchebag's name? Christian Bale fanboy. That's what you would call that.
Think so?
Okay.
Don't Don't agree.
Now, I want you guys to name me like the worst comic book film and why.
The worst and why?
Yeah.
I would have to say Daredevil, because it was just awful all around. Terrible movie.
Which one?
From the movie.
Didn't they redo it?
Ben
though?
Affleck.
Yeah.
No, they redid it on Netflix as a series, which is really good.
Oh, I'm thinking of Hellboy.
No.
I don't think I ever saw Daredevil the movie.
Don't waste your time. It's awful. Everything is just so bad. The special effects are terrible. The acting is awful, and it's just stupid. And then they after that they gave Elektra her own movie, which is also like equally as terrible. But I don't know. I put Daredevil as the worst, because I know that Daredevil can be good because they did it with Netflix, but.
I really don't know. I mean, I want to put The Dark Knight Rises on there because I hate that film.
Oh my When you're talking about worst movie,
But it's
worst
it's
not even
not
close.
it's not a terrible movie. It's just not a good movie. It's a mediocre movie. As a terrible film, I don't really know.
There's quite a few that are probably
I mean,
close to each other and tied, but
like the original Batmans, I loved them. I'm not going to say that they're the worst because they're not. Even Catwoman with Halle Berry, like that movie's not great, but it's not the worst ever either.
yeah,
I liked
don't
it.
know.
I liked it growing up. Because
Did
I
you?
mean, yeah.
I mean, as much as I hate the Joel Schumacher Batman movies, when you say original Batman,
That's what I'm
movies,
talking about. I
you're
mean,
talking about those.
obviously I'm not talking about the Keaton movies because that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Because they're great.
The Keaton Batmans are great, but the Joel Schumacher films are really, really bad. But they're still not as bad as Daredevil and Elektra. Catwoman, I would put in the same field as Daredevil. And
I guess
Elektra.
based on what I've seen, I guess I could say Catwoman. But
That
I
was
don't.
mine too.
I don't hate any
That
of
was
them.
yours?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't-
Catwoman is really bad, but
But I almost put Batman versus Superman.
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
yeah. No. I withdraw. Batman versus Superman.
yeah, you guys are
Because
crazy.
that movie's terrible.
Oh my god, I fell asleep
crazy.
in that movie.
That's
so
awful movie. Yeah.
The movie is not awful.
It was pretty
It's
bad.
it's not the best, but it's not awful either. There's some really, really good scenes in it. But we can agree to disagree like we always do, so especially with this stuff.
To each own, I guess. So, keeping with the comic theme, Sony versus Marvel. So, what do you guys think about that ongoing feud right now?
Sony,
Yeah, I'm on Sony's side.
Marvel. The stuff that I've heard about Marvel and from Stan Lee's daughter and everything, from what she said about how Marvel treated Stan Lee and everything. Marvel's trash for that, if it's true.
Well,
Yeah.
Disney as well.
Yeah, and Disney, but they're one and the same now.
I think Disney has become greedy. I mean, they've taken Star Wars and just drug it out now. I mean, they're just greedy. They're money hungry. They don't come up with anything original. They
No,
just
they don't.
So I'm definitely with Sony on that.
Well, Disney offered Sony like a new deal. So, apparently, this new deal, according to Disney, they want 6 picture film deal with Tom Holland.
Sony wants this.
No,
Disney
Disney
wants
does, yeah.
this. Okay.
And with an option for a
Another
7
reason they're
film.
trash. 6 movies with that kid.
Yeah,
Awful.
A lot of people like
6
them.
more
yeah,
on top of the what?
yeah. 6 more with a 7.
5 that he's already been in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you it was like 9 films they were looking to do.
Yeah.
No.
So right now there's like like I said, like 3 more films to the Spider-Man trilogy right now, and they're gonna then they're gonna start a second trilogy which is going to focus on Peter Parker's college years, including the plans to meet up and team up with Firestar and Iceman from the X-Men, based on the Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends cartoons, which is interesting.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a different Spider-Man.
I know, but
That's not even. They're going to use Tom Holland for that?
according to them, yeah.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Unless they skip 5 years.
Yeah, well,
Because he's like 16.
Yeah.
that's what they want. So, yeah.
I mean,
And
the story would be cool to see it play out, just not with him.
That wouldn't be good for his Spider-Man. I think his Spider-Man might need to be done. Mainly because he was supposed to move forward with the Avengers, and if he can't do that because they can't come to an agreement, then his character is destroyed at that point.
I think.
Well, you haven't seen the second one, which was great. So,
No, really.
yeah, Far From Home is awesome.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You haven't seen it?
So it's got him in it,
Oh, my gosh.
and like the whole trailer, he's bitching and moaning about Tony Stark.
You sound a lot like me when it comes to Christian Bale.
Okay. See, no, you know where I'm coming from.
Except Christian Bale's
Except Christian
a
Bale's an Academy Award-winning.
drug addict.
No, Academy
Yeah.
Award-winning actor.
Tom Holland's just an
Holland's
innocent
a little.
kid.
Tom Holland's a little. Yeah.
What?
no,
Biatch.
Now, three of those films will be two Avengers films in which Spider-Man will have a large role and become friends with Johnny Storms, the Human Torch from the yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, so they want that, and Marvel Studios will helm and co-finance all Spider-Man related movies for 30% of full profit, which was a big deal with them. They wanted to have like a more profit of the revenue and everything like that.
So Disney's willing to take 30% now
Yeah, from what I
instead
heard.
of 50.
Yeah.
Sony will probably take that. If they don't, that's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
I say give Marvel.
They're not gonna
give Disney 10%.
They're not going to make what they would make if Marvel did it. Like if Sony does it, they're not going to make the money that they would have made if Disney did it.
Why?
Because he's tied to all their characters. I don't think they're going to make the same amount of money.
Oh, you mean if they did it
And-
independently?
And they may ruin it because Sony's not really well known for great movies.
How so?
Well, you didn't like Toby's, did you?
No, no. That's not that I didn't like the movies. I don't like Tobey Maguire,
Oh, okay.
so I don't really like him.
Well,
as
Spider-Man
him
3
as
was
Spider-Man.
terrible in general.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3 was awful, but Spider-Man 2 is, for its time, probably one of the best comic book movies. Although I don't like him.
I liked him, and so I'm just saying from your point of view.
What didn't Sony also do? The Amazing Spider-Mans?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, both of them were awesome.
One of them was awesome,
No.
and then Enter the Spider-Verse was really good,
Yeah.
which you didn't
Okay.
watch at all. So
Speaking of
I watched
that,
part of it.
you didn't watch it all.
Speaking of the Spider-Verse, including with this new deal, like Marvel Studios will helm and co-finance the Spider-Verse live-action spin-off.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Then we can be inclusive, and we can have a black Spider-Man, a Mexican Spider-Man, a girl Spider-Man, a gay Spider-Man,
Transgender Spider-Man?
yeah, transgender Spider-Man,
There you go.
hermaphrodite Spider-Man.
They like one and the same?
No, they're
no,
not.
not really.
No, they're
Yeah,
not,
that's-
Mike. They're not. How dare you?
Don't make me
They're
feel-
not the same.
Yeah. Under this new deal, Venom will also relocate to the MCU.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Venom from the movie Venom?
Yep.
Well, he won't go to the
Yeah,
MCU.
yeah, but like he would just go towards Marvel. Yeah.
That would be cool.
he would. Tom Holland would go to him, right? He won't be going to MCU, will he?
No, he would be going to the
Oh,
MCU.
really?
Yeah.
He would be available as a villain, though.
Yeah.
For the MCU, which would be awesome because Venom is Spider-Man's greatest.
Yeah, that
Enemy.
movie was lame too.
I don't think so. Venom was actually pretty good. And Tom Hardy's
yeah.
awesome.
I didn't like it.
So
He's an awesome Bane too.
Yes.
He was.
well, Disney wants this deal done by Saturday for Marvel's D23 Expo for their panel done, but I don't know if Sony's gonna agree with the terms by this Saturday though.
As in tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yes.
The
It's a
23rd.
tight deadline.
I know.
When you're talking about characters as big as this and as much money as I would assume that deadline is very flexible.
Well, no, he's saying the deadline is.
With the
They
Expos
wanted.
tomorrow.
Yeah, they wanted to announce
yeah.
it.
That's not going to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would like it to know by this
Yeah,
Saturday,
yeah.
but I don't
So-
think that's
so-
gonna happen.
Because they want to announce it as a.
You need to change your light bulbs.
I know. Sorry.
Well, now it's time for One Has to Go. This time, it's just gonna be two films,
Uh-huh.
comic films, and between the two, one gotta go.
Okay.
First film, Dark
Batman.
Knight versus Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
Gone.
Yeah, that was an easy one. I know.
If you put anything against Dark Knight, it's going to be the other movie.
I
So.
know. Shazam versus Wonder Woman.
That's tough.
Wonder Woman.
You take out Wonder Woman?
Yeah. Shazam was a better movie. It was.
I'd agree. I'd agree.
Yeah.
Put all the politics aside, it was a better movie.
Yeah, it was.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Wonder Woman was great, but
I'd let Wonder Woman go too. Shazam overall was just excellent.
All right. Ant-Man 1 versus Guardian of the Galaxy.
Ant-Man.
No.
Really?
I like the first. I really like Ant-Man, but the first Guardian of the Galaxy I like a lot.
No, I'm
We're
saying I would get rid of
Oh, I was
Ant-Man.
about. Oh, okay.
yeah, that's what I was,
Yeah.
we're saying. What we're getting rid of,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, I would
Ant-Man.
get rid
Ant-Man's
of
out, yeah.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Guardians is great.
Yeah, those were all fairly easy,
Yeah.
except for the Shazam Wonder Woman one.
Deadpool versus Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok. I don't like Ragnarok. I've told you this. I'm not a fan. Did they make him
I
out
don't
to
know,
be an
Deadpool
idiot?
1?
Yeah.
I'd probably get rid of Thor. Deadpool 2 was trash, but Deadpool 1 is great.
Thor's not supposed to be a moron.
Yeah,
And that's
but
where
it
it all.
was for
That's where.
comedy, so
Yeah, it's like, well, you don't change a whole character's.
Oh yeah.
You don't change a character just to for comedy. You don't do that. I had like a brain fart.
He had some comedy in. Wasn't he? I don't know.
From Ragnarok on, he's not the right Thor.
Well, didn't he have some comedy before that?
No, not really. He was he
Not
came
like
off
Ragnarok.
he
though.
came off as an idiot because he was a foreigner.
Yeah.
But in Ragnarok, they make him out to be just a, and in Endgame, you don't even know yet. They completely ruin him. Everybody likes it because it's funny, but
I've seen things
until
now,
the
so-
end though.
he's still
I know. But
he's a god. He can't put on weight like that. So stupid. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. Probably what you're thinking, like the comedy. That's what they want. It's funny. We'll have a fat Thor. Next time we'll have a midget to be in Thor. I mean, it's not. It's stupid.
midget.
It's
Hey.
stupid. What?
Little people.
Inclusivity.
I'm being inclusive.
If they want a midget Thor, let them have it.
I just said maybe next time they'll have one. I'm being inclusive.
Oh,
Yeah.
Little people, not midget.
What is the word for being scared of midgets?
midget phobia.
Midgetism?
Midget phobia.
Midgetist?
Midgenist. Stop being a midgenist. Yeah, it's bad.
What?
Jesus.
The lights.
Midgetist.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the lights.
That too.
Well, moving on to gaming now.
No.
Yeah. Quick little news. So Walmart banned all video game ads and demos, spinning from what happened and everything like that. With the shootings and
shootings?
stuff like that, yeah.
Dumb.
What does that have to do with demos?
I
Or
have
did they
no
just
idea.
ban it for games that have violence?
Yeah.
Dumb.
I mean, they didn't completely ban the games. They just don't have them out. And
No, I don't have a
For sure.
problem with that. There's some people who don't want their
but
kids
some
to play
stores
it.
ban them.
There's some people that don't want their kids to be able to play it. And in the
Yeah,
stores,
yeah,
they can just
yeah,
walk
but-
up and play it. I mean,
Yeah, but if you don't
Although
want
you
your
should
kids,
be
if you don't want your
watching.
kids to play it,
Yeah.
watch your kids.
that's true.
Yeah.
Your
I mean,
kids shouldn't let your
in-store-
kids wander around Walmart without you knowing where they're at.
Does anyone still play in-store demos? Like, really? Does
don't-
anyone still play them besides kids?
I don't even remember seeing
I don't think ours.
PlayStation set up with
Yeah.
demos.
I don't think ours
No,
have
it's
them.
normally just the
GameStop
Switch,
has
really.
them,
Yeah.
but yeah, I've seen the Switch has
Yeah.
it, but yeah, it's the reason is stupid, but I think they should just go away in general. So
Yeah. Well, you guys probably don't care about this, but Player Unknown Battleground added a cross-platform for the PS4 and Xbox One, so players from both consoles will be able to play together now and everything.
what game
like
is
that.
this?
Player Unknown Battleground. But
PUBG?
yeah,
Just say PUBG.
you don't know like the.
Because I don't know what the hell
whole
you're talking
name?
about.
I do
Yeah.
know what what PUBG, but I just have it with the whole entire name.
I'm
So lonely. Well, yeah, we
No,
guys
I mean, it's-
think about that.
That's cool. Like it'd be cool if they did that with more games. So that
Yeah, like
you
games
could
that
play.
people play.
Yeah, you could play
People
across.
play it. Just,
Yeah, I know.
You could play across consoles with each other. That's a cool idea. I don't know why they haven't.
Don't
done
you have to
that.
be careful with that? Because don't people on PC have a clear advantage on some of that stuff? Nozama? I
Well,
mean, you know all about PCs.
It's
so.
between PS4 and Xbox One. It doesn't include.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they wanted to actually be fair.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, I know PC people have more of an advantage because once they master the keyboard and mouse, I mean,
There's no hope for you guys.
not to mention they, mod
What's
it and all that crap.
Yeah, sure.
Cheat.
Plus the frame rate is
Yeah.
faster, so it's like run smoother or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although
You wait till that PS5.
So before you guys trigger me, let's move on to so Sony buys Insomniac Games.
Boom.
Yeah, that happened. So every game Insomniac develop now will become a Sony exclusive.
They've been talking about doing this
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Time. I'm talking like back early PS3, late
Yeah.
PS2 days.
so now it's just
And I think
even less hope for Xbox.
Insomniac dipped their toes in with Xbox and all that, and I guess they saw that the biggest reward was PlayStation. So, and I'm
Good.
sure PlayStation made them an offer that they couldn't refuse.
Oh, they had to.
I got an offer you can't refuse.
The thing is, some people actually thought that Sony already owned them, really.
Well, because
So,
majority of their games are on Sony only.
Yeah.
That's why. But they did.
It's a lot of their best.
Sunset
a lot of their best games.
Overdrive, I think, was
Yeah.
that them? They did that on Xbox. I think it's the only Xbox exclusive they did. Must not have been very good for them.
I mean, I've heard that
They got-
game was
They got
okay.
that's Spider-Man, right? Insomniac Spider-Man.
Yeah, they did Spider-Man. They did Spyro.
Yeah.
Didn't they do one of the Tony Hawks or some of the Tony Hawks?
Maybe the originals.
Yeah.
I forget what else.
The,
they did.
the newest Tony Hawk is a joke, apparently.
It is. I tried.
I used to love those games.
Yeah,
Mm.
1 through 3, and then Underground was good. But
Yeah.
after that, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But if you
Apparently it's
like
really
them, you should
Yeah.
really play Skate, which I know you haven't played.
bad. Yeah, I play Skate.
Did you play Skate?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Played
thought-
Skate, and
I was talking to you. You didn't play it.
I like Skate, and I like Thrasher. Thrasher was another good one.
I didn't play that, but I played Skate 1 and 2. It was awesome.
Yeah, they were good. Thrasher was more of like a realistic skateboarding game, where you couldn't do like all that crazy stuff that you can do in Tony Hawk, like
Yeah.
outrageous stuff.
Yeah.
So it was it was a cool little spin on it.
Well, in recent news around the internet, it's been revealed that the PlayStation 5 is getting fully revealed on February 12th when the PlayStation meeting will be held. Third-party publishers are getting invited to showcase the games, and one of them will be Ghost of Tsushima, and The Last of Us will also be shown on the PS5.
Is Ghost of Tsushima, is that Project CD Red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the people who made Witcher.
Yes. And it's like
I think so. Yeah.
and it's like along the lines of Dark Souls and Bloodborne and those games. As far as like difficulty.
Not interested.
I think that's the one.
Mhm.
Maybe I might be mistaken. But
So here's how I want this to go down. You ready? I want them in February to reveal the console. Show it. Okay? Show off maybe its powered specs or whatever. And then shut up about it. Don't say anything until E3. And then tell everybody you're not even going to go to E3. And then just show up on the spot and just be like, yeah, you guys have been anticipating PS5, blah, blah, blah. And then bring it out and be like, guess what? You can get it today after the show.
yeah.
Do you...
Who's gonna have that?
Can
kind
you
of money on them
understand?
like that, though?
You can't understand how much hype that would cause. I mean, they would be sold out.
You wouldn't need
instantly.
money.
Well,
People would be stacking those on credit cards faster than you could.
true. Again, this
That
will
would be
just
awesome.
It would be awesome.
They said they're not going to be. They said they're not doing E3, right?
Just
Sony?
just
Just
this
last
past
year,
year.
'cause they
They'll
have
be
that-
doing it this year.
Oh, they'll be, yeah.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
Especially if Xbox is going to come and show their console, which is rumored that's what they're going to do.
Got to put them.
They
Got to
have
put them to shame.
And plus, I'm really excited to see how does it run and everything like that, and so
It's going to run like a PC.
we'll see about
There's not much.
It's going to run better than a PC
Stop it.
because it's going to have a controller
Xbox maybe,
and exclusive
but not PC.
exclusive games
Stop it. Stop it.
and trophies.
So we are now moving on to our sensitive topic in this podcast, politics. So if you want to leave, just leave right now.
This is going to be a rough one. So
Oh, yeah.
just letting you know.
Really rough.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
All right, here we go.
So just for some quick news, really. So Israel had banned Congresswoman Omar and Tlaib from going there. What was your guys' thought about that?
Understandable.
Yeah. I mean,
When they talk about hating the state of Israel so much every day, yeah, who can blame them?
Americans, especially the left, don't take terrorism seriously, but they
don't.
They do take it seriously over there. Like, you cannot.
They're surrounded by it. So.
Yeah, you can't make hate statements the way they do about hating Jews and loving Palestine or whatever,
Yeah.
and then expect to be able to come over there. And some people think that Trump should have like vouched for him. No, that's not his job. He's not the president of the world. It's not his job to do that. If they would act like a normal human being, they wouldn't have this to worry about. And it was all a hoax anyway, because then once they said that she could come over and see her grandmother, she decided not to do it. So
Yeah, it was a
what a joke.
It was a political play on her part.
You know what? I respect women. I love women. I respect them so much that I completely stay away from them.
So there was a protest in Protland between the Proud Boys and Antifa. From what I heard, like the Proud Boys just came and left, but
I have the video. If you want
Yeah.
to watch it. Have you seen it, Mike? You've probably seen it, right?
yeah, Antifa.
I don't know what video you're showing, but I'm
Well,
sure.
there
I'm
was
sure
a
I've
bunch
seen
of them out there. It was hard
Yeah.
to find. All right. Hopefully it will load.
It's a good guy.
Watch that door, watch that door. Billy motherfucker! You got a hammer, huh? You got a hammer, huh? What you gonna do with your hammer, bro?
Anti-American pieces of shit. Look at these bitches. Proud bitches. Anti-fucking. You some proud bitches. Come on, bitch.
That's classy.
Yeah, right.
Pull them out. Pull those motherfuckers out. Hey, get the fuck out there. Hell yeah.
Throw that hammer.
Proud bitches. Get in there. Hey, proud bitch.
Bring your fucking knife outside. Bring your fucking knife outside, you bitch.
Fuck you.
Pull your fucking knife out, coward.
Oh, let's go, bitch. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Mason, all up there. All up there. Yeah, bitch. Get it. Get him. Get him. Let's go,
I thought they were the peaceful ones. I'd be ripping their fucking throats out.
I would too. Well, what gets me the most is none of the Democratic nominees, or not nominees, but candidates, none of them want to come out and condemn this as terrorism, which it is, clearly.
I don't know. They're peaceful.
Yeah.
That video shows it.
Tell you what, you know where they're not doing it? They're not doing it in states where you're allowed to carry,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
because they're cowards.
Yep. Well, they wear masks because they're cowards too. So
Yeah, well.
they do a lot of things because they're cowards.
They're racist.
Pretty much.
They're bigots.
Pretty much.
I mean,
But they're for the people, though, right?
no, they're not.
Supposedly.
Yeah. Certain people.
Terrible human beings.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, how can you be on the left and stand with that? I just don't understand how you can watch that and stand with that and then say that it's not a terrorist group.
Yeah.
And like, that was mild. Like, they've done other stuff where, like, the guy that had his head busted open and he was gay.
That's the guy that was. I guess that's the guy that took that same video we just watched.
Was it?
Andy No is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's insane. Why you can see that and then not condemn it.
Like they're running the streets
When they're asked over and over again to condemn it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're running the streets doing their protest, which they believe they have a right to. And then I guess the Proud Boys, I guess they're the opposite. I don't know. I haven't researched it. They show up and that's how they treat them. Like they're not allowed to have the right to voice their opinion either.
Yeah. Protesting is fine as long as it's.
That's the definition of
peaceful,
being
yeah.
a fascist.
Oh yeah, shutting people
So
down.
you're not anti-fascist. You are fascist.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
You know.
The fact that they literally call for violence, but yet nobody condemns them. They're okay.
Well,
Yeah.
the conservatives,
Yeah,
the
conservatives
Republicans do.
Yeah, but
And some Democrats do. The reasonable ones, which is,
Few.
yeah, it's gone down quite a bit.
But yeah,
Yeah.
moving on from that. So the great state of Maryland aimed to include LGBT history in school curriculum.
You missed a few letters.
Yeah, there's
Whatever.
a lot more than that.
Yeah, well, I can't keep up, man.
LGBTQIIA.
P.
IP.
P is for pansexual or pedophile.
LMNOP.
Yeah, I can't keep up with that.
Yeah.
So they're gonna.
I don't know what it stands for.
Do you know the Q was changed from queer to questioning?
Really?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess, well, I don't know where queers fall now. I guess they're just gay now. I don't know.
Yeah. So they're gonna join states with like California, Illinois, Colorado, and New Jersey.
Ghetto.
So
Of course, California would do something like that.
well, that was no surprise.
They're probably
yeah.
the first leading the pack.
They were.
They were the first
they were
one.
the first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds like it. I don't
I
know.
don't even know where to begin with this.
I'm gonna let you guys go first. I feel like I have too much to say on the matter, so I'll let you go first,
Okay.
and then I'll explode.
With me personally, I just don't understand what history is there to be taught. I mean, like to be teached about. Like, what's, like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't dived into it or anything, but I don't know what history there is to teach either, other than just trying to expose children to it to try and normalize it from a young age.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. Is what's going on.
And
But-
excuse my language, but for the folks out there that's trying to compare slavery and black history with the LGBT community, screw you. How you gonna compare
He can say this.
Did you say folks or the other word?
the other word?
Oh,
So
I thought you said
so-
folks.
No, I try to save myself, but no.
Excuse my language, but folks be crazy.
Exactly. So I'm like, how do you even compare? Like, how?
There's no comparison to that.
Exactly. Like me being black.
There's not many.
Sorry.
There's not many comparisons that can be made to slavery. And
The reason they compare it is because they feel like people with that are born that way. Like
People
when you're
who
black,
choose to get. I mean, what's my words here? If you pick to have sex with the same
they
gender,
They
and
don't
like,
think it's a choice. They think it's the way you were born.
is a
Same way
choice.
when you're black, you're born black. So they look at it as it's not a choice. So
I'm sorry. If you could change, I mean, you could change your. Apparently, like you could change from male to female, and so forth. I can't change being black.
Michael Jackson did it.
No, trust me, he was black throughout. So yeah. So
True,
yeah.
That's a good point.
Sarah Silverman did it.
Those people.
No,
You
really?
didn't see the thing where she's getting in trouble for blackface now?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, from
When did that happen?
Years ago.
Years ago.
But they're just bringing it up now.
Yeah.
I don't know what that clicking noise is, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. I can't fix it right now.
Michael Jackson will forever be black, but just light skin. That's all.
Your blackness does not define you.
No, it does not. That's why I'm like,
It's true.
these people get.
Your
I mean,
yeah. Your tallness defined you.
Listen, if you
Your
choose
masculinity
to be,
defines you.
If you-
Toxic.
I'm trying to make a quick to make it laugh. If you choose to be gay, lesbian, trans, bi, whatever like you want to be called, fine. Do whatever you want to do, fine. Just don't shove it down my throat. Just leave it. Shut up.
Oh man, it's not on.
Come on, man. You should have been ready for that.
Missed it.
It's
Too late now. I'm not
It's
going to
too
miss
late.
it again. So
It's too late.
Way too late now. It's too. So I just.
That's what she said.
6 minutes later.
Yeah, just don't push it upon me like this. Like, I really have it in all my films, movies, TV shows, and now it's gonna be in school now. So
And you're going to like it.
So
Yeah.
I ain't gonna like nothing, but I mean, I'm not going to treat anybody different because they're gay or anything like that. But don't push it though. Like just like you have your rights, I have my rights. If you want me to accept yours, you have to like accept mine too. You would think that's how it would work.
If you want to, whatever you choose to do in your house, do whatever you want.
To an extent.
Just don't. Well, yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Well, it's not obvious anymore. So.
Well, yeah, no, but I mean, like, okay, if you're an adult and you want to have sex with another adult that's the same sex as you, do it, whatever. Doesn't matter, I don't care. But do it, keep it, behind your doors, just like I keep my relationship, you guys keep your relationships behind, your door in your house. Don't try and put it in everything and, have it publicly out there. I think for somebody to publicly put it out there is, I don't want to see it either way. If it's a dude and a girl,
I'm the same way.
I don't want to see them making out in public.
Right. I'm the same way. You keep it in your house. It's not my business. Like, if you're with another dude, if you're a guy and you want to be with another dude, do you, but I don't want to see it. Yeah. And that used to be acceptable, but now that's not acceptable.
Yeah.
If you say that, you are a homophobe now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do you want me to go now?
All right, man.
This is affecting me personally.
You should fill the next hour and a half out.
I'm gonna try to keep it short. Because my son is going to be going to a school in one of these states where they're doing this. And I'm to the point where I'm going to have to pay a substantial amount of money to put him in private school so that I can keep him away from this. Now, I'm not keeping him sheltered. I'm teaching him about this, but I'm the parent. I choose how to teach this, okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you want to teach your kid that it's better to be gay because that's how you feel, then that's your right. That's your kid. You're screwing them up. That's my opinion. But you can do what you want to do. But don't make me teach my kids. And here's the thing with the history, because I've looked it up. What they want to teach is they want to teach in the 90s and in the 80s, the 70s, all the times where we were normal and we said, this is weird. This is not normal. Okay? This is not normal. When you're less than half of 1% of the population, it is not normal. You can say it's normal all you want. It's not.
Yeah.
So we used to say that. Doesn't mean that you should hate them. I'm a Christian. I love everybody, okay? I don't hate them. I don't wish harm on them. But it's not normal. It's not okay. And that's where they want to teach about the protests that they did to get their rights and how they're not oppressed anymore and how they were oppressed and blah, blah, blah. I don't want it taught.
They say they're still oppressed.
They're not oppressed. They have more rights than we do.
They say
that's why I said
they're
pretty much run everything now.
They're a protected class.
Yeah. So
we're not a protected class.
Here's the thing.
You and me.
Yeah, I mean, I've been over. You are. You can do it.
Well,
we've been over the transgender stuff. I've already said, if you can fool me, I will call you your pronoun. Fine, don't care. As far as the gay and lesbian, I'm going to put it out there.
Well, see, that's where I will. If you can,
Mike, if they fool you, you won't know.
Yeah, but if they fool you and then you find out, are you gonna still call them?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But my point
that was going to be my point.
My point is, if you're a man and you feel like you're a woman and you look like a woman and you can fool me, you should never tell anybody that you are a man. You are now a woman at this point. Why would you tell anybody that you were a man? The whole point was you wanted to be a woman. So why would you go and say, "Yeah, I used to be a man, but now I'm a woman"? Why would you do that?
What do you? To what extent? Yeah. So
I'm talking about full transition. Okay. Stuff is gone.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, but there were some trans who still have the No, the thing floating around, but I'm like, why you still have that fool?
Thing floating around.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. But back
Wait,
to
wait, hold on. Okay, let
Okay.
me pose this question. If, let's say you were dating this girl, you.
it's going a complete other direction.
No. This is a legitimate. This is a legitimate question. Let's say you're dating this girl. You guys are together for a while. Then you decide that you're gonna get married. You get married, and then you want to have kids. Obviously, she's not going to be able to have kids. So, what do you think the explanation should be from her to you? Because if he doesn't tell you, and you guys go to see a doctor or whatever they call them, fertility doctor or whatever,
wait,
they're gonna know.
wait, time out.
Yeah, but there are women that aren't fertile, so he could say that he's not fertile.
Wait,
I don't
time
think.
out.
I don't. Well,
Listen.
I don't think that. I don't. Okay, one quick thing for you.
Go ahead.
I don't think that it's when a full transition happens that it's to the point where a doctor could not be able to tell that it has had a transition.
If you're dating a girl who used to be a man and you don't see the Adam's apple and you don't see the clear
what I was
signs,
gonna
that's
Yeah.
on you.
Well,
that's on you
no.
at that
Okay,
point.
well, no, they have procedures.
They
now.
don't take the Adam's apple out, do they?
No, I don't think. I think they can. I don't know if they can do something to it, shave it down.
You're joking, right? You're making this up. You have never heard that.
That's a Michael Scott. I think it's a Michael Scott thing, but no. But there are things that they do to where you can't tell. I think this is legitimate. I think that some people inject something into. No, it's not. I think there's something where people. No, the one person, the Blair White girl guy.
Whatever. Well, no,
You can't.
He is a guy because he's come out and said that he used to be a guy. So
you can't see his Adam's apple anymore. Look, you can't see it. So something can be done where they inject something into, I don't know what it is, but what's the thing that people get in their lips and stuff? Collagen or something.
Yeah,
Where
you're asking the wrong person.
They can inject that, and
I barely brush my hair in the morning.
and it makes it look like it's not there because it covers more of this area.
Right. We're talking about transgender. I don't want to talk about transgender. I've already been down the road of transgender. Okay, I'm already a transphobe because of it or whatever. That being said, if there was a transgendered person that I knew, I would never mistreat them. Now, like Mike said, I would not identify them as a boy when they're actually a girl or a girl if they're actually a boy. But to be nice, I wouldn't identify them as either one. I would call them by their name.
Yeah,
It's very simple.
Yeah,
Now,
I would do that as well.
Back to what I was
same
saying. When you are gay or you're a lesbian, you're attracted to the same sex, okay? It is a choice. Period. You do not have to act on your perversions, okay? There are people who are attracted to some crazy stuff. I mean, psychotic stuff.
Yeah.
Okay? Killing women, necrophilia. They don't have to act on it. That doesn't make them they can be a normal person. I mean, they're kind of screwed up in the head, but they don't have to act on it. Same thing if you're gay. If you're a guy and you're attracting another dude, you can just be like, man, I know this is wrong because it's not normal because the average person is not like this. So I'm not going to act on it. I'm just going to be single forever. Or I'm going to make myself be with a woman who's a little more masculine. Because there are women, now, as far as estrogen and testosterone, that's a real thing. There are men that are more feminine than other men, and there are women that are more masculine than other women. So that's how you can counteract that. And if you can't figure it out, then maybe you don't need to be with anyone. I mean, that's okay. You don't have to be with somebody. There are people who make out just fine being alone. There's nothing wrong with that. They can still have friends. They can still be feminine. They can still do whatever they want in their house. But I'm not going to teach my child that it's normal when less than half of 1% of the United States population and less than 3% of the world population identifies as LGBTQ. I'm not going to teach him that that's normal. Just not.
Yeah.
And it's unacceptable for any parent to teach their kid that it's normal because it's not. You're lying to your children when you tell them that. So, I guess that's all I have to say on the matter.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
homophobic,
Hold on. I don't know how to pronounce this, but chondrolary angioplasty.
Chondrolenoplasty.
That's it. You nailed it. Commonly called tracheal shave.
Oh, that's why I didn't recognize
Is a surgical procedure in which the thyroid cartilage is reduced in size by shaving down the cartilage through an incision in the throat, generally to aid those who are uncomfortable with the girth of their Adam's apple. Boom.
Okay.
Boom.
All right, you're right.
Okay, two
You've been
things.
doing your research, I guess.
Two things.
Kind of alarming.
No. I've seen things in the political realm that where people have brought that up.
Okay, Mike. Back to what you had said. Like,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure if you got to a point of like wanting to have a kid with the girl, that like you pretty much had sex with her before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've never been with like a transgender person, but nor have I ever planned to be. But
Neither have I, and neither
Exactly.
do I.
So-
But let's make that clear.
So
You seem to know a lot about it.
exactly. So I'm pretty sure things don't look exactly the same as it would on like a regular woman. So
I have no idea. But I've in these. There's a lot of.
Can you explain to me how they do it, since you know so much? How they transition? I've always.
I don't know. I don't know exactly how they do it, but there's these. There's videos. I forget who makes them, but they're like groups of people get together and they talk. They're like of opposing views, and they talk to each other about certain things. There was one about like a mixture of LGBTQ APP, where they came together, and Blair White was actually in that episode. But they started talking about these things, and I don't know exactly how it's done, but apparently, from what they've said on that episode, some of those people have dated people, and those people did not know. So I guess it's clear, and I guess it's.
I'm pretty damn sure.
I guess it's.
Mike, have those person ever been with another?
I don't know.
woman?
See, I don't know that.
Because
I don't know if it's the only person that they've been with. Maybe that's why. But still, let's say that was the case. You met him, when you were younger, and you dated through high school or whatever, and you had never been with anybody else. That was the only person, and you ended up marrying him. So you don't know any better, I guess. So when you get to that point, when does somebody tell you that?
There has to be signs.
There has to be. Man. Come on.
I
don't
would
know.
assume
I
that
I would imagine.
I would imagine
but I
that
don't-
things don't work the way that they should. I mean, even if you've never been with another woman before, you should be able to tell, be like, wow, this is really dry. Like, something is not right here. This is not fitting the way it's supposed to.
That's true.
That's
exactly
true. What
Yeah,
I
but-
mean. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get into it.
I don't know why we're talking about it, to be honest with you.
Hey, I don't even know how the topic came up, but it was something about.
That's all you, man.
No, it was something. It was something.
You started talking
it was
about
something
shaving
about
Adam's apples. And, but the problem with this is it starts out with the history, and then what they're going to do is they have this. I went to Target the other day. I don't know why. My son wanted something from there that they only sell there. So I went there, and I saw on the front door.
Get the rainbow shirts, did you?
No.
Okay.
But I saw plenty of that crap. So I went through the front door, and there was a sign that said, we support, oh man, what is it? GLSED. I think that's wrong, but it's something like that. GL something. And what it is an organization that's been around since like 1991, where they're literally trying to work their way into the school system so that they can make transgender kids and gay kids, lesbian kids, all the way as early as kindergarten, feel comfortable. The schools that endorse this and allow it in, which I think they have to allow it through the state, which that's where we're headed after this, I'm sure. They have a week of Pride where they celebrate Pride. They have a day of silence for the oppression. This is where we're going. And I've always said, and it's cliche, it's a slippery slope, but if you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. This is the inch.
Rosama, where's your day of silence for your oppression?
Where's my month?
Listen. So we have.
Oh, it's Men History's Month this month, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, according to
Is it?
Jesse Lee Peterson.
Sure. Happy Men's History Month. I don't know.
I honestly don't know why
Beta.
you
Beta
being gay, a
Mason.
trans, or anything other, like you picking who you want to sleep with and turning from a woman to a woman, like that deserves like its own entire month. And having this parades where dudes literally and.
So I want to show. I prepared a clip, and it was hard to do. It was very difficult to do, and it's going to be difficult to watch.
I don't want to see it.
I did this mainly because I have people in my family, mainly one person, and that person's probably listening, who likes to say that I'm a homophobe or I'm a transphobe because of my views, and it's not that.
You're a midgetophobe.
Well, a little bit. They do scare me a little bit.
Add that to the list.
But they're still human beings. I still treat them like a human.
Half.
That's so messed up.
That's wrong, Mike.
Hey,
that's wrong.
It's a joke. No. This is a comedy show too. All right.
But anyway, this is what they're trying to do with our children. Okay, this is exactly what they want because these children. Look at the LGBTQ community. Who do they vote for? Democrats, liberals, radicals,
overwhelmingly.
And that's what they want. They don't care if your kids are twisted or because it's not twisted in their mind. But anyway, so this clip, I'm warning everyone. This is very offensive material, okay? There is naked dudes in this, okay? Probably not appropriate for YouTube, but I found it on YouTube. So if they can have it, we can have it.
So it makes it okay.
But the point is, look at this. There are kids at these parades where these dudes are walking around with their dongs out, okay?
God.
This is the sick people that you're backing up when you call me a homophobe because I'm against this.
Yeah.
And this is what you're pushing into the schools. We're gonna watch. Beta male. His parents should be put in child.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So this is a pride parade. Peaceful. But the point is, look at the kids. There's kids all around. And there's the
You
dudes.
have got to be
There's the
kidding me.
dudes with their dongs out.
That was ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Chad.
I found it on YouTube, Nizama. Shut up.
What the hell?
Yeah. There's kids at this
Kids all over the place.
Hi,
Yeah.
my name is Lactatia.
Lactatia.
I'm at RuPaul's Drag Con right
Beta
now.
male.
I just went and did a panel with Ginger Means, who's like my favorite
That's a
drag
guy.
queen ever. Come on, anyone who comes up to me and says, "Oh my God, I'm such a big fan. Oh my God, can I get a picture with you?" No. Are you a lactator? Are you a lactator? I don't care about my fans. I care about my lactators.
Cares about his
I'm gonna
lactators.
find out who's lactating today.
The support of a gender
It was
specialist.
like 8.
And so through conversations there, Rebecca came to tell us, no, this is definitely me. I'm a girl.
That actually
I'm
looks
a
like a
girl
girl,
in
but
my
it's
head
not.
and my heart.
I felt like I was a girl because I liked
That's a boy.
color pink and
Because you like the
I
color
liked
pink?
girls' clothes.
That's the reasoning. Very logical.
Yeah.
I like the color pink and I like the girls' clothes.
Because kids don't change their mind every other day.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Sorry for that material.
So what about girls that are, tomboys?
Well, they don't get much
Are they-
attention.
Wait.
Are they actually little boys?
Girls that are
Because-
tomboy. No.
Yeah, girls that no. Why? It's the same
Because
logic.
they don't identify as a boy.
No, what I'm saying, that's the same logic. They like boy things. So,
Yeah.
are they just Are they just denying
Yeah.
that they're actually boys? By that logic, that's what it would be.
Mhm.
Girls that dress in, sports t-shirts, jeans, baseball caps.
But
they
to be
play
clear,
sports.
a little teeny thing like teaching LGBTQ history is this agenda. This is what they want. This is the end game for them. They want that
Marvel.
out of children. Yeah, I'm sure Marvel supports it.
Dude,
Oh, I'm sure. The whole cast is probably
they had
loving
the
it.
dongs hanging out like in front of.
I put that in there for you. But now I'm thinking I should have put it in there for Mike because he knows an awful lot about transgenders.
Sure,
No.
and I thought that like the whole drag queen story time was like bad.
Yeah.
It is bad.
It,
But yeah, I mean,
That was
those guys should have been arrested for indecent exposure.
Yeah, they should
no more
have.
people
But
would.
because it's a pride parade, they're allowed to do whatever they want, and that's my point. Like these pride parades are not what people think. People think it's just them. Like in the beginning of it, where we saw them walking. If that's what it was, I'd be like, I still don't agree with it because I don't celebrate my straightness. So that you shouldn't celebrate your gayness. But if it's peaceful, whatever. But it's not. It's very damaging to children.
If it's peaceful and you don't have your dong out.
Yeah, and children
then,
shouldn't
go-
even be there, to be honest with you. It's a sexual preference.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, why have kids?
They don't have sex.
Yeah.
So
They're
stupid.
too young to even know what the hell it is.
No.
So.
My son is 7, and he still doesn't understand, like, why a girl doesn't have a penis. Like, he still doesn't get it. But I had to have the talk. I had to have a talk with him thanks to the states.
Yeah.
I had to sit him down and I had to say, that a boy is a boy and a girl's a girl, and no matter what they say, that is what they are. Whatever God gave them is what they are. They can say whatever they want, but that doesn't change it. And you know that it's boyfriend-girlfriend, not boyfriend-boyfriend, and not girlfriend-girlfriend. I shouldn't have to have that talk with my 7-year-old, but I did because of this. Load of crap.
So did you end up finding any private schools that you were?
Still in the process of applying for different stuff. It's going to cost me a fortune.
Yeah.
I need to move to a different state that's nearby that doesn't have it yet, so that I don't have to worry about it. So that might be the way I go.
Yeah.
So I just want. How come it's mostly guys turning into women, and why is it more than the other? If it's like,
I don't think it is. I think that's just the ones you see the most because
Yeah.
those are the ones that disturb people the most, and that's why they do it. They like to trigger a response. If you notice, like a lot of like the typical toxic masculine guy, they don't care about lesbian stuff, but they care about gay stuff. So they don't harp on like the two like very attractive women that are making out. They won't put that on there. They like to throw in like the two dudes going at it because they know it triggers a response.
There are so many gay people out there who go about like their own life, don't bother nobody, just go about like their life, and they don't like this stuff.
What's the guy's name? Dave Rubin?
Yeah.
Dave Rubin, yeah.
Gay guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I like him.
Yeah.
Totally fine with him. And he's like kind of liberal. Like he's a totally normal guy.
Yeah.
He's a classical liberal, though.
Yeah.
Not
like
liberal,
I don't have a
not
problem with that
liberal
guy
as
at all.
in,
And I don't
like,
agree
today
with
liberal.
him. Yeah, I don't agree with him on everything. But like he doesn't. First
He
of
carry
all,
himself
he's
a
still
certain way.
he's still a man.
Yeah.
To an extent. You know what I mean? Like except in the bedroom he's not a man. Well, he might be the man. I don't know. Anyway.
Well,
you get my point.
You really went for that, didn't you?
Well.
Oh my God.
At this point, Mike, there's nothing you can say to redeem what I've said because I am the most offensive person in their mind right now. If you're gay and you're listening, which I know we have some gay people who follow this guy, they don't follow me, that's for sure, because they hate me. I don't hate them, but they hate me.
Now they're gonna hate us all.
That's fine. Well, I don't speak for you two.
So the thing is, I love everybody until you give me a reason to like hate you.
Zama, you have the worst anger in it.
No, I don't. What are you talking about?
You do.
No, I don't.
You got the Nard dog sitting between us.
Yeah. If you give me a reason to hate you, I will show you that I hate you. So.
I love everybody, but if you give me a reason to hate you, I'm going to show you that I hate you.
I'm not going to hide it.
So you got anything else?
That would be all.
Did you want to go over the drag queen thing? Because I prepared a video for that, and that was very hard to put together.
That's disturbing.
It was hard to put together, and if you don't play it, you're kind of throwing my work away. I'm gonna play it.
Right,
It ties into
let's go.
everything.
Funny
Yeah.
dances from Fortnite. Does anybody know any of the dances from Fortnite?
Anybody know any dances from
Oh,
Fortnite?
you are a credit to your community. But most of all, Michael likes to twerk. Now, does anybody in this room know how to twerk? Alright, well, it's quite important to the story, so I will just give you a very quick demonstration.
Very important.
All you need to do is you just stand with your feet sort of shoulder width apart, like so. Okay, and I'll show
Look
you
at
the
that
side
dong
view.
is swinging off.
You crouch down into this sort of position here, so your bum's sticking out. Hope you're taking this all in. And then you just move your bum up and down like that, and that's twerking.
Who would take their kids to
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
I'm hoping what the kids get out of coming to story
That's
time
horrifying.
is an opportunity.
Like, I would not let my kids do
see that things that are different aren't scary. That things that are different are amazing. That's kind of what is so incredible about.
Not everything
media,
that's scary
that
is
you
amazing.
get families from all
That's child abuse.
sort of backgrounds
Yeah.
and experiences and relationships and
The kid's
gender
like 3.
identities
Yeah.
and everything. And
This is
to
ridiculous.
see that
Exactly.
diversity in people is what needs to be celebrated, and the more that we're exposed to that, the more
Nothing like
comfortable
confusing the hell out of little kids.
Yeah, you look like a
the
fool.
grassroots aspect of what this is.
And the
is
sad
that
thing is, this guy's
you're
not gay.
giving these
He's got a
little
wife and
morsels
kids.
of stuff to these kids who are really honestly some of the most
His wife should
powerful
beat the shit out of
teachers
him.
around in the world. So I'm hoping that
I'm sure his wife
it's
gives
like,
it to
you know,
him.
dropping a stone in the pond and then it just ripples out.
I was trying not to laugh.
Oh really? Can't even walk yet.
Hot mess.
I don't know if you probably didn't hear it, but he said, who wants to be a drag queen when they grow up? And they all jumped up and down and raised their hand.
It's ridiculous.
Brainwashing kids.
Yeah, I mean the one kid couldn't even freaking walk.
That's what they want. That's their agenda.
Get them early, I
Yeah.
guess.
The left is seriously like scared of what's happened with the recent win from Trump.
Yeah.
They were honestly shocked.
Yeah.
And now they don't know what to do. So they're hoping that, you know, this will...
They're trying everything that they can.
They're trying to
They
destroy
tried.
human beings
Yeah.
to benefit their own political party.
But they have to realize that like stuff like that pushes some people away though.
Yeah.
Well, some I guess, and some people just.
It's division.
Yeah.
Because you have people like me and probably you guys who are going to be staunch against it. And then what they do is they make you out to be a hate-filled person, even though you're not hateful. Like, you don't wish harm on these people. You just know what's right and wrong, and that's wrong.
Yeah.
And I come at it from a religious standpoint. Like, I know
Me too.
Mike doesn't.
Same here.
But from a religious standpoint, like, all of that stuff that we just showed is sin. It's sin. So I'm not going to teach or allow my son to be taught that sin is good and acceptable. I would say the same thing for bestiality, pedophilia, porn addiction, you know, hatred, racism. I would never teach them that that's okay. That's a sin. It's not okay.
That's kind of the cool thing, where you guys come at it from the religious perspective, whereas I'm not really a religious person. I come at it from a different angle.
It's not going to be cool when we're all dead, though.
Okay.
Didn't mean to go there.
Maybe the bonus. Maybe don't spoil the bonus episode topic.
That's true.
But we although we come at it from different angles, we still wind up at the same result where we don't agree with it. And to me, I just see it as they're kids. They can't make up their mind. Their mind changes from one day to the next.
Mm.
So when you walk in on your daughter playing with Matchbox cars, or your son, and he's standing there and he's got, he picks up a Barbie for 3 seconds, and you think he wants to be a girl.
Yeah.
It's just
and
confusing children and putting them in something like the Pride Parade with everybody's dongs hanging out. That should obviously be wrong to everybody.
Yeah.
Which I don't see how it isn't, but.
I mean, but there's a big difference between your son picking up a Barbie for 3 seconds and your son going into his mom's room putting on lipstick and makeup, and which thank God, I've never had to deal with that. But if I did have to deal with it, I'd walk in and be like, "Boy, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like that's for a woman. Like put that down. Like that is not okay.
Yeah, and
but there's a lot of parents out there be like, "Oh my God, he must be a woman.
Yes.
He must be a girl."
That's the thing.
That's why he's putting lipstick on.
It's not. Kids are gonna do things that they don't understand.
Yeah.
Like if a kid is young enough and they walk in and they do that, and they find somebody's lipstick or whatever, they put on their mom's high heels and try to walk around the house in them. They're doing that because they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
They want to say, "Oh, can I balance in this?" Or, this is a thing where if I rub it on my arm, it comes off and it makes my arm red, and then it's not them making a conscious decision to say, "Oh, you know what? I feel like I'm a woman inside."
Yeah. And like the one who said that like pink was his favorite color, and that's why he felt like a girl. Now I know not you, Mike, because you've always been a metalhead.
Oh.
But for most people, maybe not you, Nozama, because you're black, but I went through a phase. I went through a phase like I was a skateboarder. I was into the emo scene stuff and everything, and like purple and pink was totally fine to like. Like it wasn't gay to like purple and pink at all.
Oh no, I was.
Are you saying
I went through? I went through that too.
Emo?
No, but you're I just don't see that with you. Were you emo?
No, but
all right.
Chad, everyone's pink on the inside.
In terms of the music and everything like that, I mean, I had like a lot of emo friends, but I wasn't emo really.
Yeah,
I went through that. Yeah. I went through that time too, where it was.
Where you were, it's rain. Oh, where you were trying to shave your Adam's apple in the mirror.
No. No, where people were wearing pink and purple, and it was not a big deal.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got to get to our other segment.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to watch the segment where we review movies that we watch every week, that's on YouTube every week, probably on Saturday, usually, maybe Sunday, the latest.
Wait, I have a schedule.
This week, if you want to watch it, we're doing The Prestige, Jurassic Park, and
Black Panther.
Black Panther. And next week, we're going to be doing Captain Marvel all together. So you might want to tune in for that.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
That's your outro?
Nah, I'm just saying. Please like, comment, subscribe. You guys are butchering this thing right now.
Oh, you can email us at Cafe Disco.
Thank you.
Cafe Disco podcast at gmail.com. Email us your questions. Yeah. I'll do the outro from now on.
Yeah, whatever.